The literary scientist of stories, Joseph Campbell, created 12 steps to storytelling known as the hero's journey. If Campbell's process was good enough for George Lucas to create Star Wars, it is good enough for hip-hop. The young Fayetteville, North Carolina rap legend J. Cole has helped warm up a cold world with his brand of relatable hip-hop. But how did Cole rise up in a city of under 250,000 people, a city known better for producing athletes than artists? Find out how he turned a cold world into a warmer one with his brand of relatable hip-hop in the hero's journey of J. Cole. Nothing was too ordinary in Cole's world. He was born Jermaine Lamarr Cole on an American military base in Frankfurt, West Germany, to an African-American dad in the U.S. Army Service and a white mom in the U.S. Postal Service. Jay and his older brother Jack were raised by their mother. Music and basketball were the two things that made Cole feel the most alive. He served as a first-chair violinist for his local Terry Sanford Orchestra in high school until 2003. Then suddenly, hearing the music of Tupac via his stepfather changed everything. At age 15, music became a lifestyle for the teen Cole. He joined a local rap group named Bomb Shelter with Blazer as his stage name. But the title Blazer wasn't really cutting it with the crew. So after doing some digging through the dictionary, young Cole became Therapist, at least temporarily. When a name like Therapist could easily be misread as the rapist, it was time for a change-up. Who says your real name can't make a great rap name? Pulling from Jermaine Cole, the moniker J. Cole was born in time to be used on his initial The Come Up mixtape released on May 4th, 2007. Along with his favorite rapper Tupac, J. Cole also paid close attention to Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem, and cannabis. But writing his own rhymes wasn't just enough for young Cole. He also wanted to make some magic with the producer's chair. Cole's single mom made quite the sacrifice for her son when she agreed to buy him a $1,300 ASRX music sampler as a Christmas gift so he could get gifted with the beats. In exchange for the ASR, Cole agreed that that Christmas gift would also be his birthday gift in the coming year. In addition, he also agreed to paying for his own clothes for the next school year and paying for himself to go to basketball camp the next summer. J. Cole worked hard as a youth, taking various jobs around the Fayetteville area. He earned checks by being a bill collector, an ad salesman for a newspaper, a file clerk, and even the thankless gig of a skating rink kangaroo mascot. Instead of staying in his local North Carolina city, the Ville, J. Cole made the big leap to the Big Apple, New York City. Part of his reasoning was he was more likely to get a record deal in the large metropolis. This wasn't a quick road trip up to NYC either. He actually got accepted to St. John's University on a college scholarship, and his first major was computer science. Cole later converted his college degree path over to the more media-related communication and business area. He literally didn't want to end up with the lonely life that he had noticed with his computer science professors. J. Cole graduated magna cum laude with a 3.8 grade average in 2007. He also showed an early interest in exploring his blackness by becoming the president of Horaya, a Pan-African student coalition. Jigga Jay-Z, the founder of the extremely J-friendly label Roc Nation, signed J. Cole like he later did Jay Electronica and Jaden Smith. In fact, J. Cole became the very first post-Rockefeller Records artist that Jay-Z signed. Jay-Z also became an important mentor in the hero's journey of J. Cole, but this wasn't love at first sight as far as the situation goes. Young J. Cole tried to get his big music industry shot by physically standing outside of Jay-Z's Rock the Mic studios with one of his personal beat CDs and a bottle of E&J brandy. The wait went on and on from daytime to nighttime. Cole went from pouring himself E&J to rain pouring on him. Then the future hero of his hero's journey appears. J. Cole had previously made a "Produced for Jay-Z or Die Trying" t-shirt, and now was his big chance. Nervousness understandably takes over J. Cole, plus Jay ain't really feeling the sight of that CD in Cole's hand. "I don't want that, give it to one of them," says Jay-Z to J. Cole. The beauty of persistence is that if you stay in the game long enough and you wait patiently, that time for you to shine will roll around. About a year after Jay-Z curved Cole, it would ironically be Jay-Z himself that will request a meeting with the same kid that he avoided. Mark Pitts, the veteran A&R, played one song which set off a series of Jay meets Jay meetings, and eventually J. Cole signed to Roc Nation. Things in Cole world began began to heat up in 2009 with J. Cole's first official release on Roc Nation, his second mixtape, The Warm-Up. There were also big boy guest spots on Jay-Z's The Blueprint 3 album on the aptly titled song A Star Is Born, and Wale's debut album Attention Deficit and mixtape Back to the Feature. 2010 had some dope additions as well to the J. Cole resume. He shared the mic with fellow Roc Nation member Jay Electronica and super rapper Mos Def on Talib and High Tech's single Just Begun. Cole also appeared on the respected 2010 XXL freshman list, a list that included future stars Nipsey Hussle, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, Freddie Gibbs, and J-Rock. J. Cole also began his platinum parade with his debut album Cole World, The Sideline Story in 2011 with 4 huge features: Jay-Z, Missy Elliott, Drake, and Trey Songz. The single Work Out went double platinum, and Can't Get Enough with Trey Songz went platinum. Speaking of platinum plaques, Born Sinner was the platinum certified follow-up album in 2013 with more platinum singles to swing with, Power Trip and Crooked Smile. But unfortunately for J. Cole, 2013 came with some industry drama. In August 2013, Cole and Bad Boy Records founder P. Diddy were allegedly involved in a physical altercation at the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards after party. It has been said to have started when Diddy tried to step to Compton, California rapper Kendrick Lamar, ever heard of him, over Kendrick's King of New York brag in his memorable Control verse. Diddy tried to splash his drink on King Kenny, and Cole got involved. First, Cole and Diddy had a verbal argument, and then a physical altercation ensued. Thankfully, a few months later, Cole and music industry giant Diddy reportedly put the beef to rest in a promotional video for Diddy's media company Revolt, joking about the feud. On December 9, 2014, J. Cole dropped his highest selling album to date, the triple platinum epic 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Named after the exact address that he grew up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, 2014 Forest Hills Drive took home Album of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards. 2014 Forest Hills Drive also won Top Rap Album at the Billboard Music Awards. It also grabbed Best Rap Album nominations at the American Music Awards and the 58th Annual Grammy Awards. J. Cole was finally getting both mainstream success, respect from the hip-hop community, and tons of sales. J. Cole's 2016 documentary called Eyes contained some controversial songs. Everybody Dies contained apparent shots at some younger rappers that fell into the often criticized mumble rap classification, namely Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty spoke up about it during a 2016 interview with Los Angeles radio station Power 106. I don't listen to J. Cole, but I definitely listened to it, and people said he was talking about me. He said, Lil, I'm not little. My name has Lil in it, but there are a lot of Lil rappers. It's either me or Uzi. Honestly, I don't give a f. Lil Uzi Vert didn't seem to care much about it either. Vert took to Twitter on December 2nd, 2016, and he said, heard some beautiful shit today, at J. Cole NC. Cole's song False Prophets had more direct critiques, with Cole referencing Kanye West's ever-changing public image and hospitalization. The second verse of False Prophets seemed to be taking his buddy Wale to task. Cole says despite Wale's critical success, he seems to be struggling with mainstream relationships and commercial success. Wale went as far as to fire off his own diss record at J. Cole called Groundhog Day as a response to False Prophets. But both rappers were seen together in Raleigh, North Carolina at a North Carolina State University basketball game that very same day. Cole spoke about False Prophets in an interview with the New York Times, saying, rappers rap about other rappers all the time. Subliminal insult, direct attack, but rarely from a place of love. That speaks to the state of us as a people. For so long, my mind state was, I have to show how much better than the next man I am through these bars. Who's the best? Let me prove it. And it's just like, damn, I'm really feeding into a cycle keeping black people down. I'm really feeding into that. Previous generations praised the greatest of the rap king trinity of the late 90s, Tupac, Jay-Z, and Nas. The Notorious B.I.G. unfortunately had way less music than these three. Just a quick side note, the writer put that as the holy trinity of the 90s. I don't know if I'd agree, Biggie is pretty dope, but you know, Jason, it's all good. In the 2010s, the new kings that seemed to follow in their footsteps became Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and of course, J. Cole. J. Cole earned the moniker Mr. Platinum with no features due to his uncanny ability to drop classic albums with no other featured guests on the project. The consecutive J. Cole albums that he created that qualified for having no rappers other than him include 24 Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, and KOD. In March 2019, J. Cole even joked about it with GQ magazine, stating, I was like, word up, this is funny as hell. But the second, third time, I was like, all right, it's embarrassing now. Like, all right, man, y'all gonna make me put out a feature on the album just so shit music can stop. J. Cole proudly stood up against the rampant, irresponsible drug use fascination in current music with his 2018 conceptual album, KOD. On the day KOD was released, it broke the previous record Drake set in 2016 for the album views by getting 64.5 million streams on Apple Music. KOD accumulated 36.7 million streams on Spotify in its first 24 hours as well. It debuted at #1 on the US Billboard 200, becoming Cole's 5th #1 album. Cole also became the very first artist to have 3 songs debut in the top 10 automatically with ATM, Kevin's Heart, and KOD. KOD also had a tour that J. Cole was the headliner of that hit 34 North American dates and included Young Thug, Jaden Smith, and Earth Gang, proving that he didn't hate on newer rappers. J. Cole also opened up a little more on his personal life when doing an interview with the incredible movie director Ryan Coogler, who did Black Panther, Creed, and Fruitvale Station. Cole admitted that he was already married. J. Cole had met his future wife, Melissa Heholt, sorry about the pronunciation, who he married in 2015. They met while they were attending St. John's University. She is now the executive director of the Greenville Foundation. Cole also shared that he and his wife have a son together. So how big of a 2019 is J. Cole having? His new single, Middle Child, is the most successful record he's ever had in his career. He performed in his home state of North Carolina during the NBA All-Star Game weekend in Charlotte. And if that wasn't enough, J. Cole's crew, Dreamville, just released their project, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Many of Dreamville are dropping their own individual projects throughout 2019 also. And if we're lucky enough, the hero's journey is still going on if he releases his currently titled album, The Fall Off, this year in 2019. So that is J. Cole, A Hero's Journey. Let us know, of course, in the comments, who else do you want us to cover? We've already done Nas. We did Chance the Rapper, who's coming out with a project. We'll be doing a lot of these. I'm really passionate about this. We definitely will still be doing rap tutorials and stuff. I see some of the comments like, is this the new part of the channel? No, it's just something that I'm really passionate about. I like to champion artists, and I think hip hop deserves a little bit more of a serious, rigorous academic light to it. So this is a way that we're doing it. But hopefully y'all enjoy these. We got a lot of other ones coming up. I'll see you in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Shout out to Jason Cuthbert, the writer, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.